So let's talk about social media. So I want to kind of give you my perspective of social media as it comes from a brewery, which is a little bit unique sometimes, but then there's I think a lot of crossover, a lot of shared information that hopefully you guys can pick up on. Just give you a little bit of information about Mad Tree. We are a 4-year-old local craft brewery started here in Cincinnati by three guys who were brewing beer in their basement and decided to quit their corporate jobs and start making beer professionally. One was a software engineer at a defense contractor. Another one was a business analyst at P&G. Another one, electrical engineer, different companies. So three unique talents, guys, come together. Here we are 4 years later. We just expanded into a huge new facility down on Madison Road. It was an $18 million project that we started planning about a year after the brewery opened. So we've been fortunate enough to experience pretty significant growth, well beyond wildest expectations. I mean, we're beyond year 8 in the original business plan now. Here we are, year 4. It looked completely different than where we're at right now. Social media has been a really key part of our marketing campaign, especially starting out when we had no budget for any sort of advertising and trying to get the word out there, especially as we start to expand beyond just our backyard. So where do you get started? I'm sure you're all probably familiar with most of the larger, more popular social media platforms out there: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, plus their stories. You got Snapchat, you got Reddit, you've got Pinterest, you've got local bloggers, you've got traditional media now that are dipping their toes into the digital world. So where do you go? And then what makes sense for you? What makes sense for your brand? You don't necessarily need to be everywhere. Just spreading content and just throwing it out and see if it'll stick against the wall may not be the best strategy for you. Sometimes it's better to focus your efforts on where you're actually going to get some mileage about it. So first thing first is, if you do have competition in your space, where are they at? What are they doing? What platforms are they using? What kind of success are they having? So how do you develop your audience? Start searching. So again, follow your competition. See who's following them. Where are they? Look for their keywords and their hashtags. Use the search functions. Start to figure out what are hashtags that you see in your competition's posts, and then see who are posting on those. Go out there, start liking those people. Start following them on these platforms. If you're on Instagram, somebody posts a picture of their new product and you see all these people liking it, go dive into that, see who's liking it, start liking them. They're going to be curious why they're getting something popping up saying, who's this company? Will they follow me? They're probably going to at least take, if they're even remotely interested, they're going to look and see who you are and what you're about. And from there, then they might say, all right, whatever, I'll follow these guys, see what they're all about. So start engaging with them as well. So if you do have that keyword that's key to your business and you see people posting out there and you say, hey, that's a cool picture, or hey, I like that idea, just kind of do that. Don't be creepy and stalker and say, hey, have you checked out my product? It's awesome. You know, we're the best. Nobody wants to see that. They don't want you just to start selling to them, but just like, hey, that's a really